and highly standardized method of the machines are going to be introduced for parasitology soon. The current applications which are being there in the market and it is being done, diagnosis being done by the machines. What are those? Automated microsporidium parasite detection is already there. It is being used in Berkeley, USA, Austin. They are using this method just to detect the parasite in a blood or specimen. They just have to put up the sample in a machine and the reading and the screening of the different sites or the slides are being scanned up and they directly detect the parasites. One of the best proven success is by a company of Tekai. That is an USA based company. This system, it's detect Giardia, blastocystis, giant amoeba, all these diagnoses are being done outside India. This is one of the machines which is there in India. It's there, I have myself seen, it's in SGPGI, MISPA 60. They are using this. This is the automated faces analyzer, which analyzes the different eggs of different parasites, including all Entamoeba histolytica, then Giardia is there. All of them are being detected by this machine. These are the other commonest Cryptosporidium, Cyclone, Trichuris, Trichuria. These are also being detected and being reported in SGPGI on the basis of the machine that is there, MISPA 60. Then another application is the digital and image analysis. That is easily done. The slides are put up in a machine and different slides, in a single slide, different fields are being scanned. Videography of that is being there in build system and the parasites are being diagnosed on the basis of the image that was earlier fed to the machine. So there is also automatic counting of the parasitic loads along with the detection of the parasite. This is the slides which is being focused as per the machine. It's an AI system, complete AI focuses on the parasite that is being there in the film. Epidemiologically, obviously it is going to be helpful because different data of different worlds can be collected online. Database online collection will be there and all the interpretation and analysis can easily be done by the AI machine. So it will be helping in identifying the high risk reasons and especially for all the health planning and vector control, it is going to be helpful. Drug discovery. AI was also very much helpful in drug discovery as well as the resistance pattern. The prior data are being fed in the machine itself, and it is going to detect how the resistance pattern is being there or it can be monitored. For example, one of the anti-malarial new candidate is being was discovered, that was LabMol 167. This is not a commercial available product, but this product was an outcome of an AI machine itself. This product was being done with the help of the AI machine. Point of care and mobile diagnosis. This is one of the best things that is introduced there and it is soon going to be introduced in India also. Simply blood smears are to be attached to the machine small system that is going to be attached to the smartphones, Apple phone or any other phones can be attached to it, having the app out there and the screening will be done automatically and the machine, the smartphone's app itself, it is going to detect which parasite or the cyst, whatever is there. One of the example of detecting the malarial parasite is AdMap. That is an app, that is a point of care mobile app, AdMap. So welcome to the future. Our future, you can see here, mobile microscopy using AI. What we are doing right now, we are very much well versed. The students, residents can relate. As synopsis we banana hai, so they are using ChatGPT. They are using Gemini. But remember, those are not going to suffice your need or not going to just inculcate in you the knowledge that the book or the reference books can give. Please don't do Chat GPT and Gemini. And but this is obviously going to help. It's not ChatGPT, be helping you in diagnosis. Universal parasite database will be collected with the help of AI. Diagnostic decision support is to there with the help of the AI, where the diagnosis of the parasite will be done. Then clinical correlation will be done automatically, leading to final diagnosis of any of the patients. Molecular and genomic analysis will further be doing in future with the AI machines. And field lab runs AI models are offline there for use of rural use. All the things are being already there in published, well-known Scopus PubMed journals, and it is on field also. And our mentor Parijas is already working on AI a lot, and his papers are also many regarding the different segments of the AI and parasitology. So now there must be a reason what this exactly AI is. What are the different models on which this is working? Because we, our generation generally what we know, how Google is something, Microsoft is something, Gemini is already is there, ChatGPT is there. What these exactly are, how these AI are working on. So what are the models? In brief only, I'll just tell you, just brief you about the models, which are there is one term CNN. These will be a very new things because it was for me also new things, new words which I came across. This convolutional neural networks. Uh, for example, Microsoft is there, we Windows is there. Just like these are the models of the soft data which are fed on the machine. CNN network, which are being used for any of the implementation of AI in any of the segments, which here it is being used for malarial parasites or other intestinal parasites, and the examples which should be knowing, especially the residents, because short note and long note, you will be getting a question on AI, definitely, regarding parasitology or microbiology. So examples could be the ResNet, BGGNet or DenseNet. These are the network of different data fed to a computer which led to a AI product. Objection detection model. Slide लगाते हैं, we are detecting parasites. How? In this, nothing, only the how to locate a parasite. Parasitic images are fed to the machine on this basis, on this database, and then those parasites are being detected. This is how a machine or a microscope or any of the machines, ADMAN or something, or MISPA, all these work on these principle itself. Models could be YOLO, faster RCNN. At least you should be knowing if somebody is asking you Gen Z, if they are telling in front of you, dad or जो भी a brother sister, do you know YOLO? At least you should be able to know what YOLO stands for. It's just a model for AI-based machines, which means you only look once. YOLO, you only look once. Transfer learning model is another thing, where small segments of any of the parasite is being fed to the machine. Then finally those segments join together and give the product of a parasite, which we already know. On this basis also, these machines are being there, which is LXNet, MobileNet or Inception based. Mobile models, these all run on smartphones or the portable microscope itself. In this, slides put up, screening is done, parasites are being identified, result is there with the printout, this parasite is being identified. You just have to feed the slides to the small machine that is being there, being attached to the mobile phones. Then there is another segmentation models where a precise parasite identification is done. Pixel level पे एक parasite को तोड़ के it has been compiled, given a picture of a parasite, and it is being identified. So diagnostic, this was all about the models that they are in the market, on what basis the AI machines are there. So diagnostic and automated detection apps, lot of apps are there, which will be helping in diagnosis of any of the thing. Right now, though, as we are discussing only parasitology, so in parasitology, these are the models in the market itself. NLM. That is a malarial screener. It is being introduced by NIH. It is an Android app where the screening of the slides are being done and being diagnosed. This is another mobile, parasite ID machine. Again, a mobile being attached to a microscope. This is mostly done for the surveillance purposes and identifies the soil transmitted infections. Cystosomes X also being identified by this parasite ID. Then there is another system, parasite system or egg site, where the eggs are being identified. These all are automated machine. Automation is there. Only stool sample are being fed, or this prepared slide are being focused, and finally you don't have to do. You have to just feed your slides and the stool, and the machine gives you the outcome, the report, exactly what it is, what parasite it is. This is the another very most interesting Cellscope Loa. This is a mobile-based app. A capillary tube is being inserted, having a blood sample of the patient. This mostly is used in Africa. Nigeria, they are using on spot. Field examination जब वो करने जाते हैं, that capillaries are introduced to the tip. You can see at the tip there is one mark. That capillary is being introduced, moving lower, it is present there, that videos are being recorded and those videos are then screened and the outcome of the report is being given up. So this is one of the machine like Cellscope Loa. It was introduced by California University. Then complete whole set AI powered blood parasite detection machine is there, which is the news in the market also. So all the things about the machine, complete machine. We are heading towards a world which is really transforming the things. PGs might be thinking, ah, कितना easy हो जाएगा, कुछ करना ही नहीं है, machine में डालो. लेकिन नहीं, it's not going to be provided to the low resource setup, to the lower level colleges, obviously, high level, high institute, tertiary level, they will be benefited by it. Everyone is not going to be benefited. So better confine to conventional method that we are doing. Otherwise, it will be tough for us itself. So what challenges we are going to face? Infrastructure limitation. Obviously, there will always be a limitation to it. Poor internet connectivity. Internet ही नहीं है तो काम नहीं करेगा. Electricity problem will be there, and lot of other things, infrastructure related limitations. Cost and affordability. Everyone can't afford it. The machines are too costly. Validation and standardization. Obviously, there is no as such validation. This every हमारा NABL, NABH is going on about the things, how the report has to be done about the documentation. Related to this, अभी कोई ऐसा validations नहीं आया है, ना India में आया है, in US it is there, they are doing it. But for Indian scenario, we have to think. It has to be standardized. Regulatory concerns are there, ethical concerns are also there. प्राइवेसी की बात होती है तो डेटा नेट पे आ गया सबका, इट इज गोइंग टू बी हैम्पर्ड, वो कहीं नहीं चला जाएगा. अगर डेटा क्रैश कर गया, देन व्हाट? इट इज बीइंग सप्लाइड टू अदर कंट्रीज, देन व्हाट? So there is obviously hampering to the privacy of the patient itself. Skilled workforce gap. अभी as we have realized in जब competency based medical education आया, तो there was I think हड़कंप मची हुई थी, सब पे कहते अरे हम क्यों कराएंगे, हम competency based क्यों कराएंगे, our system was much better. People were thinking that there was resistance. इतना कौन पढ़ाएगा, एक एक competency कौन पढ़ाएगा? There was a thing, the same thing इसमें भी आएगा. AI introduce होगा, you have to get yourself well versed in software, how it is being done, about the new system, new technology. जब ये चीज आती है तो gaps आते हैं, resistance आते हैं. So this is also one of the challenges that we all need to face. Data quality and diversity obviously will be there because since in India not much has been done on it. So data quality will be different because these machines are being set up or manufactured in Western countries. So we will be facing these problems because वहाँ जो parasites identification और यहाँ के parasites identification में there will be a difference. So there will be a diversity. And the most important challenge will be that we will be facing will be over-dependence risk. Blind reliance. अरे मशीन है ना कर देगा मुझे तो क्या करना है पैरासिटोलॉजी में पोस्टिंग है 2 महीना very happy. So over-dependence, there will be blind reliance, but you are going to sign it. Reduce emphasis on core microscopy skill, which is our bread and butter. Basically for the microbiologist, microscopy वही सब कुछ है. You should be knowing and well versed in that skill. Risk of missing rare and atypical cases can be done, can be seen in the AI machine. So the challenge is not developing AI, it's but making it more stable, reliable, and equitable in the real world setting. And we should appreciate it, and we should also work, improvise ourselves related to the AI that is going to be introduced. These all are the references. Mostly the references are taken from Industrial Journal itself and rest from the other journals too. So it's just a conclusion. AI will never going to replace parasitologist or a microbiologist. So ये फील्ड में कभी कभी क्वेश्चंस आते हैं क्या हम रिप्लेस हो रहे हैं क्या मैन पावर कम होने वाला इंस्टीट्यूट में AI is going to replace us? No, it will only amplify our precision, speed, and global impact. So just think in this, because without us, they won't be able to do anything. It's we who are providing with them with the knowledge and the things and our expertise that is going to be inculcated in the machine. So never, machine chala dene se it's not going to work. For that, the expertise, the microbiologists are needed. So never think it is going to replace us. So with that note, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that truly enlightening and insightful address.
Just a second. And I would like to invite you to the UP-TROPACON 2026 again. In July, I am going to organize it, and you all are cordially invited. Thank you.
So, time is changing, and the main gist of this talk was that we need to keep pace with time and changes. Thank you, Dr. Soumya, for this interesting, elaborative, and thought-provocative talk. And she talked about the benefits and the challenges we are facing these days due to AI. So many apprehensions are there due to this AI, but we all need to keep pace with all these challenges. So once again, thank you. And any question from the audience? Yes.
Hello, ma'am. A very nice presentation. Ma'am, like you mentioned, we do not have any regulatory body for the NAPL or NAPH. But do we have anything for staging, like whenever a new drug is introduced in the market, there are various stages, or whether any diagnostic kit is introduced in the market, there are stages. So are there anything for AI algorithm, something to test the stages, their authenticity and all?
Right now it is not there. Since SGPGI, they have got a machine. On that they are working. The research is being going on depending upon the different samples load and then the research paper and the regarding to that regulatory body, how the things have to be.
So that's approved for use in our country.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's there. MISPA 60.
But we don't have any regulatory body.
Agape company is there from Kerala. They have introduced it and they have sent it there also and they are working. The TCs are working on it. So we'll see it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an enlightening presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It was an excellent presentation. Ma'am, we actually part of a four-center trial doing a application of AI in diagnosis of lymphatic filariasis. Are there any role models to bring AI to the field? Because the main application I feel is in where manpower is lacking, that is in the elimination programs where you have to do mass microscopy. So is there any plan in India to launch it or anything
Indian
of that sort?
plan, I think AI-based smartphones. Soon it is going to be introduced, where smartphones will be attached to small machines. And on field only, blood sampling will be done, and directly the slides will be introduced. Soon it will be.
Thank you.
We are deeply grateful to you, ma'am, for sharing your valuable knowledge and expertise with us today. We now request our esteemed chairpersons to kindly come forward to felicitate our distinguished speaker, Dr. Soumya Singh, ma'am.
We now request Dr. Poona ma'am and Dr. Archana ma'am to kindly come forward and felicitate our esteemed chairperson for this session.
Once again, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our speaker, our chairpersons, and everyone present for making this session truly meaningful and enriching.
As we carry forward the spirit of learning, we now move into a session that brings science closer to the society, connecting research with the real world impact. And now, as we step into this important session, it is our honor to invite the distinguished chairperson whose wisdom and scholarly presence will guide us through the proceedings. We are privileged to have with us Dr. Pratyusha K. Ma'am from AIMS Patna and Dr. Rakesh Kumar sir from IGMS. Ladies and gentlemen, Our next session brings into focus an area where medicine meets public health in its most impactful form. It is our privilege to introduce our next speaker, Professor Dr. Animesh Gupta sir, who will be sharing his insights on the national health programs in parasitic diseases and soil-transmitted ailments in Bihar.
Professor Dr. Animesh Gupta, sir, Professor and Head of Department Community Medicine, is a dedicated academician and public health leader whose work reflects both scientific and community commitment. With over 14 years of experience, he has steadily shaped his field through teaching, research, and leadership. A prolific researcher, he has led 33 research projects and contributed numerous publications and book chapters, significantly enriching the field of community medicine. Beyond academia, his impact extends into society as a lifetime member of several prestigious professional bodies. A mentor, a researcher, and a committed public health advocate, his work truly bridges the gap between knowledge and community well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Professor Dr. Animesh Gupta, sir.
Thank you. So, respected chairpersons, dignitaries of the desk, and dear delegates. So, for morning we are discussing about the parasitology. So, I am just telling about what are the programs which is related to parasitology. So, as such, there is no such program. So, it comes under the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program. So, what is parasitic is a disease remains a major public health challenge in India, especially tropical and semi-urban regions. So, disease caused by protozoa, helminths, and the vectors like mosquitoes and the sandflies. These are the most major concerns of the public health issues. So India has implemented national programs to control, eliminate, and prevent parasitic disease through integrated public health strategies. So now, why this program remains essential? So because we have soil transmitted helminth infected about 1.5 billion people, roughly 24% of the world's population, which is considered the largest number one-fourth. At this, we have the 260 million preschool children and 654 million school children needing treatment and preventive interventions. Parasite disease mostly clustered with the poor sanitation and poverty, weak access to primary health services. So, program design is also an equity intervention. So, national program architecture is discussing what we have. The umbrella platform is in one platform we have multiple disease. Mostly the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, which is mostly focused on the Kala-Azar, lymphatic filariasis, malaria, Japanese encephalitis, dengue, and chikungunya. So, in the initial focus, government is already reporting too many cases, and we are in the elimination phase of some disease, but not eradicated. So, still we are eliminating phase. So, what are the public health logics? The program practices early case detection, complete treatment, vector control, morbidity management, and the transmission interruption. So operational implication is also in respect to parasitology. We have parasite laboratories contributing species confirmation, microbial detection, training, quality assurance, and outbreak. These are the important strategies in terms of parasitology. So in general, what is the objective? Reduce morbidity and mortality, interrupt transfer parasites, achieve an instant target in context of malaria, filariasis, and Kala-Azar, promote community awareness and preventive care, and also strengthen surveillance and outbreak response. So in terms of active and passive surveillance. This is the program which comes under the umbrella, the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program. This is also, I already told, the malaria, lymphatic filariasis, Kala-Azar, encephalitis, dengue, and chikungunya. And the strategies for this program are the early detection and how it's going to be complete. So early detection can be done by the help of the lab. So integrated vector management again has the chemical methods, physiological methods, physical methods, radial methods, and again the anti-larval, anti-adult measures. Surveillance and outbreak again focusing on the active surveillance and the passive surveillance. And if in case we have outbreak, how we going to manage the outbreak. And the most important part is the behavior change committee, that's called IEC and the BCC. So IEC is the information education program. How we going to educate the people, so that they can take a preventive measure, so that they can not get a disease. So under this we have the National Anti-Malaria Program, which was launched in 1953 and come in NBTC, National Vector Borne Disease Control Program. It was mostly focusing on the plant species and the falciparum. The most severe because falciparum is the most serious disease, so it's focusing on the falciparum. So again, the key strategies are the early detection, that is rapid diagnostic test, and the use of microscopy, peripheral spares. We have the HT therapy and the vector control measures focusing on the insecticides, low residence spray, and by using the long-lasting insecticide nets. So the goal was to eliminate malaria by 2020, and we have WHO given the strategies for three T's: test, treat, and track. Test means you are using a proper lab, mostly the peripheral microscopy, and also we use RDT. Treat means once we diagnose which species, depending upon the species, we have to treat the disease, and track is again the surveillance part. So we, because as you know, it's a communicable disease, if we get any outbreak, so how we are going to track by the active and passive surveillance. Second is the National Malaria Control Program, which is targeting lymphatic paralysis, and the intervention was giving MD, mass administration, like the TEC, one tablet, and the other one tablet. And by the morbidity management, we using the lymphatic cares, hydrogen surgery because it comes with complications, and disability prevention. Goal was the elimination of transmission, and for the parasitologists because the parasitologists, so live less blood quality. Vector data post every service is important and high value for the microbiologists. And next is the National Kalajar Elimination Program. The target was dysbiosis. Again, the strategy was early diagnosis and treatment, vector control by low residence spray, and the active as passive surveillance. And it was Kalajar is mostly focused on Bihar and some part of Jharkhand and also in the Kerala. So target was we have the less than 1 cases per 10,000 population already achieved. Now we are in the phase of eradication. We want India to be Kalajar free. This is a timeline shows how we are declining the cases from 1992 to 2023. National Deworming Day. So it is targeted to about soil transmitted disease, mostly SIs, worms, and it's a school-based program where we're giving a single dose of albendazole in the month of February and others mostly on the 10th of Feb and 10th of August. Doses is again, it is not given in less than 1 year. 1 to 2 years we give 200 milligram. 2 to 19 years because the school program is focusing till 19 years. 2 to 19 years we give 400 milligram. And the impact is we see, so reduces anemia, malnutrition and looks child health. So if you see the national again, the body data which shows how many child have already given the albendazole tablet. Now coming to the second part, the soil transmitted elements. So it is highly prevalent in Bihar and 75.6% school children are targeted. So key worms are roundworm, bookworm, and the wingworm. The key pathogens in respect to Bihar, roundworm is around 69.6 approximately, followed by bookworm at 2.6. The risk factors which is most commonly is open defecation. Because in rural area you can see there are open defecation. People are not going to toilet, so have open defecation. That's a risk for having a home infestation. Hygiene habits. Hygiene habits consisting of poor hand hygiene, poor house hygiene, poor community hygiene. Environmental factors in the culture house, the poor house sanitation are environmental factors. Even sometimes child also needs toys. Maternal literacy again have an impact on the hookworm infestation or hookworm disease because there is evidence if the mother is not educated, so there is again poor sanitation, poor hygiene, there is the house. The impact is this infection has to be linked to the anemia and particularly the hookworm. So what we can do, we already discussed about National Deworming Day, giving a mass drug episode of albendazole as per the age recommended from 1 year till 19 years. So 1 to 2 are 200 milligrams and 2 to 19 is 400 milligrams. So sanitation improvement can be done by construction of toilets in rural areas to reduce fertility. Still, people are, because here we need a behavior change communication. These people still have a toilet but doesn't have a habit to use the toilets because they have it of closer aspects. No, we are very comfortable in the open defecation. So we have to sensitize them. We have to put to the behavior change communication, and also we have to give an importance why we have to maintain an area open defecation free. So health education also focusing to promoting advancing with human very ways. So what is the role of participants in public health? So identification of parasites and vectors, again important role. Understanding the life cycles of and what control strategies, where we can take a strategy, where we have what step we can take an intervention. Drug resistant monitoring, again one of the important aspects, and supporting surveillance system. So surveillance system is mostly driven by the public health, but there is also need of microbiologist. So coming to conclusion part, species recognition, burden assessment, and programmatic validation depend on the driver's microscopic and field diagnostic. Standardized blood and stool microscopy consumption methods, species identification, and reference confirmation remains essential for program credibility. Lastly, as a public health, integrated strategies, community participation, and continuous monitoring are essential to achieve the allegation goals. So, this is a take-home message. Control of personal disease is not just a medical challenge, but a social government responsibility. With this, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So for 2 days, we have been extensively talking about diagnosis of parasitic infections. So I think it is very essential to also know how to control these infections, what are the strategies, what are the goals that we have to achieve, and all these were very extensively covered by Professor Anil. So thank you very much, sir, for your very illuminating talk.
Any question? Thank you. Thank you. Any question? No? What? No, sir. So thank you, sir. And thank you, organizing committee, Dr. Mukesh and team. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the truly insightful and thankful answer. The talk beautifully connected science with community reality and reminded us of the vital role of public health programs play in combating parasitic disease. We are sincerely grateful to you, Professor Dr. Animesh Sir, for sharing your valuable insight and experience with us.
We now request our esteemed chairperson to kindly come forward and felicitate our distinguished speaker. We now request Dr. Apurva Ma'am to kindly come on the stage and felicitate our esteemed chairperson.
once again, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our speakers, to our chairperson, and all of you for being a part of this great session. Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is now set for the excitement and energy for the planet of Pacific Mind. Welcome to the most thrilling segment of the day, the quiz session, where knowledge meets speed and the intellect meets excitement. We welcome our participants for today's quiz.
We have Team 1 from AIMS Patna, Dr. Amit and Dr. Shubham. Team 2 from IIMS Patna, Dr. Smriti Sinha and Dr. Rosie Khatun. Team 3 from PMCH Patna, Dr. Sadan Hussain and Dr. Vikas Verma. Team 4 from NSM State Pita, Dr. Marichi and Dr. Shannon. And Team 5 from NSM Sasaram, Dr. Prakash Kumar and Dr. Hemant Singh.
To the commencement of quiz, we would like to call all the participants forward for all the announcement of their society by check session. I request the team to pick a check and assign themselves the designated order. To take charge of the selected rounds.
I request all the participants to come up on the stage and get themselves allotted into a team via check system. You are requested to come up on the stage, select a check and allot yourself according to the system. All the participants to come up on the stage. Sitting in the first position, we have team IIMS Patna, consisting of Dr. Smriti Sinha and Dr. Rosie Khatun. Sitting in the second position, we have team NMCH Sasaram, consisting of Dr. Akash Kumar and Dr. Hemant Singh. Sitting in the third position, we have team NSMCH Pita, consisting of Dr. Marichi and Dr. Shannon. Sitting in the fourth position, we have team PMCH Patna, consisting of Dr. Sadan Hussain and Dr. Vikas Verma. And last but not the least, in the fifth position, we have team X Patna, consisting of Dr. Amit and Dr. Shubham.
Now, taking charge of this electrifying round, we invite our quiz master, Dr. Apurva ma'am. Over to you, ma'am. The stage is yours.
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Apurva. So first round is the MCQ round. I will be telling you the rules. Participants, please listen to the rules. So each teams will be asked two questions in rotation. Unanswered question will be passed on to the next team. Each question carries 10 marks for the team and 5 marks if answered by the subsequent team. And 20 seconds will be given for each question. So all of you are okay with the rules? So shall I start? Team 1, are you ready? Okay. So it is an MCQ round. So the first question is true regarding trophozoites of ant amoeba histolytica. The first option is it has eccentric karyosome. The size is approximately 5 to 12 micrometer. It has 4 nuclei. Shows erythrophagocytosis. So what is your answer? B, shows erythrophagocytosis. It is the right answer. Okay, second team, are you ready? Okay. 10. And 5 for the part. So true about acute primary amoebic meningoencephalitis is meningitis caused by Acanthamoeba species is acute in nature, diagnosed by trophozoid and CSF, caused by fecal-oral transmission, and the fourth option is more common in contact lens wearers. So what is your best possible answer? B. Yeah, it is the correct answer. Team 3, are you ready? Okay. All of the following tests can differentiate Entamoeba histolytica from Entamoeba dispar, except first is the zymodine analysis, second is the PCR, third is antigen detection test, and the fourth is azenic culture. So what is the answer? B. Yes, right. Team 4, are you ready? A patient presents with foul-smelling floating stool. Analysis of stool on wet mount shows motile protozoa without RBC and pus cell. The diagnosis is Balantidium coli, Giardiasis, Trichomonas hominis, and Amoeba histolytica. Balantidium coli. Sorry, the answer is wrong. The answer is Giardiasis. Team 4, fifth, ready? The cystic forms of all are seen in man except Entamoeba histolytica, Giardia, Trichomonas, Toxoplasma. See? Yes, right. Right. So this is the next set of MCQ. So this is the last MCQ question. So team 1, are you ready? Okay. Mode of transmission for Dracunculus medianensis infection is skin penetration by infected larva, ingestion of food contaminated with eggs, ingestion of water contaminated with infected cyclops, bite of sandfly. See, right. Team 2, Fasciola hepatica, all are true except mode of transmission skin penetration, man is the definitive host, snail is the first intermediate host, fish is the second intermediate host. Sorry, that is a wrong answer. Audience, please do not prompt out the options. You will be given separate round for chocolates. Team 3, are you ready? Mucocutaneous leishmaniasis is caused by Leishmania braziliensis, Leishmania tropica, Leishmania donovani, Leishmania orientalis. A. Braziliensis, right. Congenital toxoplasma can be best detected by IgM antibodies against toxoplasma in mother, IgM antibody against toxoplasma in the fetus, IgG antibody against toxoplasma in the mother, IgG antibody against toxoplasma in the fetus. What is the answer? A, right? Sorry, it is a wrong answer. You have to detect IgM antibody in the fetus. Team 5. Which of the following parasites pass through three hosts? Fasciola hepatica, Fasciola buschki, Schistosoma hematobium, Clonorchis sinensis. Okay. So it is the right answer. That is the end of MCQ round. And at the end of round 1, Team 1 has scored 20 points, Team 2 has scored 10 points, Team 3 has scored 20 points, Team 4 is at 0, Team 5 20 points. Okay, now it is an audience round. So questions for the audience. We have the chocolates ready. Infective form of hookworm. Trophozoites, cyst. Please raise your hand while answering. Filariform larva, rapidiform larva. Vidrushima. मैम डायबिटीज हो जाएगा पूरा पैकेट. The second question. A mastodon form of Leishmania donovani resides in the gastrointestinal tract of insect vector, salivary gland of mosquito, cells of reticular endothelial system, and culture medium. हाँ सबने उठाया है. उठाएगा? ले. Tropical pulmonary eosinophilia is caused by Ascaris lumbricoides, Ankylostoma duodenale, Wuchereria bancrofti, Pratisha. Best answer. So the marks have already been announced at the end of round 1. So can we have round 2, please? Round 2. Round 2. round two is a image-based question. So you will be, the rules of the round are, each team will be asked just one question. Each question carry 10 marks. The question is not passable and will be asked to the audience if not answered by the team. Team two. So team two, you will be asked the first question. Identify the image below. It is passed on to the audience. Um, it is the protocol. The scholars of Kinofocus granulosus was there. Now, team three, are you ready for the question? Okay. So identify the image below. Time over. No, it is not HNR. Precision. So it is H geminata because polar body was not there. Hooklets were present, but polar body was not there. So team four, ready? Identify the larva in this image. Anopheles larva. Yes, it is a rat. Anybody in the audience can tell the difference of larva of Anopheles and Aedes? Will be given two chocolates. Team 5, ready? Identify the image below. Yes, Entomingua coli. Team 1, ready? Babesia. Okay, right. Now questions for the audience. What is this image? Yesterday who attended the workshop has seen this image in the microscope. Yes. Audience. Saurabh sir. Okay, Saurabh. This one. It was microvaleria for lower. This. So at the end of round two, team 1 has total of 30 score, team 2 is at 10, team 3 is at 20, team 4 is at 10, and team 5 is at 30. Thanks. Now we come to round three, which is a case history based question. So the rules are each group will be asked one case history. Based on the case, questions will be asked carrying 5 marks each. The question is not passable and will be asked to the audience if not answered by the team. So we'll start with team three, okay? So the first question is, the child developed low-grade intermittent fever associated with malaise, headache, swelling in one eye. So this is a microscopy picture and he has presented with swollen eyelids. Now the question is, what is the most appropriate diagnostic approach to confirm chronic Chagas disease? A. Mastigot in the tissue biopsy. Yes, that is the right answer.